If you want to learn about ceramics, Puffer, then this is the perfect place to start. This is a ceramic studio.
Is this where clay gets turned into ceramic art?
This is the place.
How does it happen, Polly?
It all starts with a piece of clay. Before the artist can work with the clay, he or she has to make sure there are no air bubbles trapped inside. Getting out the air bubbles is called wedging.
Why can't the clay have air bubbles, Polly?
Air bubbles in the clay can make it crack or even explode when the clay gets fired.
Fired? What's that?
You'll see! Once the clay has been wedged, it can be shaped and changed in many different ways. After the clay is shaped exactly as the artist wants it, then it has to dry. When all of the moisture is gone from the clay, it shrinks a little. We call this dry clay leather hard.
Does that mean the clay has turned into ceramics, Polly?
Not yet, Puffer. Next, the leather hard clay is placed in a special oven called a kiln. A kiln can get very hot.
Is it hotter than the oven I use to bake a cake? Boing.
A kiln gets much hotter than that. After the clay has had time to bake and the kiln cools down, the artwork is removed. We now call the clay bisqueware. The artist can now add colors with things like paint or ceramic glazes. After a glaze is painted onto the bisqueware, it goes back into the kiln.
Again?
Again, when the glazed artwork is removed from its second firing in the kiln, it has a whole new look.
Ah, I see. Is it ceramic art now, Polly?
It sure is, Puffer.